should be disclosing. I'm always asking that from the get-go. CMPO just released that you need to ask those things, but I've always asked allergic reaction, any changes, if they need to disclose to me, any fall, a simple bump, a fall, anything they need to. Maybe if they said no, then yeah, and then I'll give them time to change, to undrape. Okay, and I provided, I came in, like I think the story started with that. I already came in, right? I asked them for their comfort and if they feel secure. And then I will be putting my bolster. I always have bolster. If I don't have a roll towel in the chest, why? Because there are a lot of prolonged sitting. They're always like this, right? So I need to open that up already, right? For the time being, it will help. Because keep in mind, my treatment. Let me jump. Okay. So I can do whatever is my YouTube channel. It comes in 3. I believe in Trinity. I believe in 3. It always comes in 3. Anyways, because we are in 3 bodies. Anyways, let's not act there. It comes in 3, right? I will have to. I also inform that it comes with the fascial release, whatever, really TTO, whatever, cross fiber friction, trigger point therapy, whatever I can find in my toolbox that I can use. Why did I say I need to start with that? Because it's going to be painful. They come with pain. They cannot not avoid. They're not going to be aiming for like, oh, I'm not a spa. I'm not that. I'm not that type of therapist, right? And I really, really have no anything against that, but I am just not that. And a lot of my patients know. It's a joke. When you go to Melody, you're not going to have that, like with the music and relax, and then you're just saying no. You came with pain, therefore we're going to address the pain. You're going to feel that as long as it's going above 7, and then we have to communicate, right? And all that. Those treatment, I have to address it first. Then I do the joint. Mobilization, traction is so important for me because why? It's because I hope it's playing and I'm not running out of storage, because that's usually the case. Having said that, so joint play, if you do the joint play, because tractioning especially, it creates fluid, and even for that time being, it's already adjusting, right? It's easy for me to work with the muscle, right? So my third final stage will be the massage, and they love it. And then it's also to touch on the points that I need to work on. Although there's going to be pain on those areas, that my main focus could be 1, 2, 3, first, second, third focus. There's going to be pain there, but I can promise you from, let's say from 9, it will be at least at 5 from the massage phase. And they even said I already feel better. You're not even doing the massage yet. And I'm stating a fact here. Anyways, because I developed that technique, I put together all whatever I know, incorporated. I incorporate everything I know into one, except the cupping, right? Because it's vacuuming, right? I do stimulation and everything that I could, like I say, whatever toolbox I need. If the muscle is weak, I'm going to stimulate that and start firing. But anyways, okay. So, having said that, they're lying on their bed. I asked for their comfort level, for if they feel secure. That's always, I ask them at least twice, especially their first time. And the second time, I'm not gonna keep asking, but just once, right? When they come in, when I open their back, expose their back. Keep in mind, we're only allowed to expose one area at a time, except for the upper middle back, right? The cervical, the thoracic, and the lumbar. But it's hard to not expose the arm. But we give them that option of the first time they landed on the table. Do you want me to cover up your arm? But they said no. Then you do leave it, right? And then I don't have notes. It's just remembering my protocol. make sure I'm not missing anything. And I ask them, you know, so I'm doing the release. I ask them, okay, do you feel comfortable? Any discomfort that you feel it goes above 7, you let me know. It shouldn't go above 7, but you're gonna feel discomfort, right? I make sure that your comfort level is always the primary goal in that treatment. Whether, you know, because we can discontinue it and then move on, or we can reschedule, you know, because the comfort level is our primary goal. We don't want our patient to be, you know, how to call it, their comfort is at risk, right? They need that, and that's what we are for. Anyways, okay, so we're constantly checking for their comfort level, if they're comfortable, and if they said yes, you know, we're going to continue. And then you also tell them, okay, at any point that you, for me, I always say, at any point that you feel uncomfortable, you stop me, because I don't also want to disturb your me time. Some people, they want peace, and they want that music, and they want to be, you know, a vacation. I always say vacay, right? Because they wanted to be away from the reality of their life. Whether that be, and there's nothing wrong with that, it's like taking care of themselves. Whether that be away from, you love your children, but you need to stay away from them. Either, whether that be you go dancing, you go for a massage. I wish I had that money before. I just go and went dancing. So having said that, it's like you don't want to keep that. Oh, are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? That's kind of annoyance too. You don't want that. Keep in mind, you're creating that rapport between, because you know, not every therapist and patient always have this. Okay, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I remember one time I was told, because she did not incorporate, I didn't tell. I was referred highly by, I'm not gonna mention, but you know, and then I don't think she did like, because she's like, what is that depressing? I'm doing acupuncture, reflex points all